And we got bananas in chat from Suzuku3158, Charlie Panda, Surprise Tulpa, and I think Twitch is having problems. Chat's not working. Badger Spanner with bananas in chat, HGC20, Lord Carrot, Van Hat 21. I think it is working. There's something really funky going on there. We started a second ago and nothing happened for like at all for a minute or two. So I think we are actually live. It's late, way later than usual for streaming. And yeah, we're playing some Parkitect today, peeps. I figured we should just have another go. I really enjoyed playing this and felt like doing this. I had a few requests, so why not? We can do Honey Hills or we can do Highway Hijinks. If we look at the challenge, park rating has to be high, 550 GEFs. An operating profit of 2,000. I mean, that's a different challenge to what we've done before. Therefore, I'm thinking this right here looks like the way to go. Do something different. Jimbo Slice 358 is here, resubscribing for 7 months, saying subs might be messed up. Ah, what makes you say that? Because Twitch appears to be twitchy, perhaps, today. Jimbo Slice, thank you so much for your 7 months of support. I appreciate that. I hope you're having a good day. And welcome, everyone. Let's start with this right here. We're going to pause it immediately like we always do and build stuff and all of that. We start off with 30,000. We can charge money to get in. We have a roller coaster to begin with. Looks like a reasonable one to me. Our entrance is over here. Or is it? What? No, oh, sorry, our entrance is here? Or is that like a little exit you can use? Fascinating. Now that looks like it might be a staff-only depot. That's not an entrance, is it? Okay. What I think I might do is make a no entrance sign over here for the peeps. You know, let's limit where they can walk. We don't want to have them going all over the place. Starry Fox says his voice is different on YouTube. I mean, different environment really, isn't it? Like, you sit down, you hang out live and chill out with people, but, you know, making videos is kind of different. Right, like, you got all these thoughts in your head and then you got to get them out. You got to blurt them all out. So, no entry for guests. Got a staff-only area to begin with. We've got a noise in the ear from Golden, TNT MSD14, who's resubscribing for 27 months, saying, success is no accident, it's hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrificed, and most of all, love what you are doing or learning to do. Pele. Interesting quote right there. Thank you, Golden, so much for your support. I appreciate you. You're doing that, continuing to do that for 27 months. And nice little inspiring quote, really, to begin things. I also think success has an element of luck. I think all success has an element of luck, right? I feel like what I have, you know, done here on Twitch or been able to do, and YouTube as well, started with an element of luck as well, you know. I mean, I feel like my element of luck started very, very much in the beginning, and I could build on that with hard work. For some people, they do this stuff for ages, and, you know, you don't get anywhere. I think you always need, like, a little bit of luck in there as well, to have the right opportunities fall in front of you. Let's see how much they're charging. £9. We've never charged that much for a you know, a roller coaster, and this also talked about having a high operating profit. So what I think we'll do is we'll put the budget down. I'm really disappointed you can't do like 90%, and we'll put this down like we do on every ride. Now the minimum waiting time I'm definitely going to change to 5 seconds, because we always want to get them out there as quick as possible, and I'm not actually going to mess with the chain lift stuff because this one's got a very high rating. So this is our key ride. We're going to leave the price at 9. I think what we'll do is not charge people to get in. Then again, you know, we take £1. Okay, that is the entrance, right? I haven't missed it somewhere else. Should we just leave it as £1? £1 to enter and then everything else you pay for. See how it goes. Spangle says, nice and ripe banana, and Average Martin says late bananas. We've got late bananas, we've got ripe bananas, we've got all the bananas. DK Mania Twitch says, hello YouTube. It's like it's becoming our own little meme now. Every now and then I see a little hello YouTube message. Some people like to spell it tube, C-H-U-B-E, and I approve. I approve of the tube. I'm just looking over here and thinking, if we wanted to build a row of shops, this would be a nice place to have our shops, right? But if we look at the terrain, it's going to need some modifying. Now, is that the same type of path? Also, that thing's clearly in the way. And then we would need to modify the terrain here. That looks flat all the way across. And back to the path. I don't think it was the same type. That's the one that we're using, right? Let's, there we are. They've used some wooden ones in between. Interesting way to change it up. So we can put some shops up in this area and have a staff path behind it is what I'm thinking. Hello Mixer, says Charlie Panda. Hello Twitch. Moonshine says I'm 11 minutes late. Not punctual as always. You're actually only 6 minutes late. And you've reminded me that I've got a cup of tea here, so thank you ever so much. That just says I have a really excited redstone tutorial for you today. Yes. My old over-the-top exciting redstone tutorials. If we look at these shops that we have here, we do not have food, which I believe means immediately we need to hire a research team, up the budget, and get them straight onto shops. In fact, we're going to be in a rush to get them. So we've got that prepared. The toilets can kind of go anywhere, so there isn't really like a place to dump the toilet at the moment. I feel like I'll just put it there for now, right? We'll charge 20p for the toilets. It's like maintenance cost, you know. Now, we've never been able to get this vending machine to work, right? Yeah, it's showing us things that it can sell. I reckon we just never configured it properly or something. I mean, here it looks like it's working. We must have done something wrong with this in the past. Let's sell them 160 each. Okay, and then let's look for something here that we haven't done. I don't know. It's definitely open. We'll give it a shot though. Alright, so if the staff, if this is like a... We need to move that sign, essentially. I placed the sign, now we need to move it. Get out of here. Right, but that needs to now go here, because this area is for people to use, right? We also need to do a little bit more landscaping, and this is kind of like a slow start. Getting kind of just back into the groove a little bit. So that's going to be our row of shops. Then we need a path behind. So we kind of need to do all the terraforming. And we've established that we don't really have food to sell apart from the vending machine. So for now, we'll put an umbrella store next to it. Hopefully it won't rain too much here. Sell them at £3 each. And in goes the old staff path. And it connects to the stairs here, which they can use, so they should all link up to that. Fantastic. Are you staff, or are you just someone wandering around? Julia says Parkitect, love heart. Ah, someone's excited. Moonshine says, progressive trance. Nice music today. We're listening to Crinkles. There is a little bit of dance and those sort of sounds in there. Electronic music. Okay, so if we go into staff, we don't have a janitor. We always want to have, you know, one of each to begin with, right? Hire a mechanic. The hauler I should have really just put back here. And that'll do. We're not going to hire security. I also have learned with every little playthrough that we've done that we need a staff room and eventually a staff training room. So I think what we'll do is rotate, which apparently I can't remember what the rotate button is. Spacebar. There we go. And now we have that. And that is now a thing that we have. Okay, so rides. What do we have in the way of rides? I mean, we've got the car ride, the gentle monorail. We haven't seen those before. Okay, we've got a few thrill rides. And when it... Ooh! Ooh! When it comes to roller coasters, we got choices, peeps. We got choices right here. The Alpine coaster? A one person. That's going to have a low throughput. Cold Sherpa, my buddy. Welcome to the stream. Hey, I did the live stream alert thing, boss. Is that in Discord? And thank you for doing that, buddy. £3 per portion of food? That's a lot of food, I'd say. £3 of food. And Sherpa says, yeah. Oh, excellent work. So the flying coaster is actually the one we already have. So maybe the mini coaster. But it's for people who like low intensity rides. I don't know what the most popular thing here is going to be. Also, does that show us the blueprints? Right, we can jump to the blueprint menu. So, we obviously like to spend small amounts of cash when making rides. We've seen Blue Surge before. I don't think we've seen the Mantis. That looks kind of like a good pick for our park. Problem is, there's lots of hills everywhere. And are you above or below ground? Okay, so we have to think rather carefully about placement here. Okay, so that makes, you know, it makes some parts of it underground now that I think about it, which might not be a bad thing. So let's get this level with this path. I can't quite tell. I think that there is level with the path. So if we bring it back a little bit so there's space, I don't know what's going to be underground. And there's no real undo button for this, right? It's a tricky one. These hills are going to be a problem. So we can build it around here where it's very floaty. Okay, then that makes some parts underground. Now I'm kind of okay with that, I think. I'm going to click. Right, what's underground? One little bit. Well, that's good then. That's fit into that area. Look at the way it fits into the area and the slopes. It was kind of made for this bit here, right? Oh, but then it puts it higher. We kind of deliberately position this. Whatever. We tried to position it so it was level with the ground, but apparently it wasn't. S. Clow says, hey X, I love being able to catch one of your streams and have it play in the background at work. Really helps me focus on my job. Awesome. It's good to hear. I mean, I could make a joke about my derpy self not being the best thing to help you focus, but I know exactly what you mean. I like to cook and listen to podcasts. Just kind of engages your mind and keeps you in the zone. Okay, that's going to be our layout. I think that's good. And then for this path, just going to have it straight down like that. That's kind of superb. There's totally room here to build decorations and stuff, but we don't really focus on that. So like the other one, let's go for £9. I'm going to open this up with 75, 20 minutes. Oh yeah, and 5 seconds, and that thing goes relatively fast. Okay, so that's more of our money spent. Peeps, am I forgetting anything here? Like, we're going to build roller coasters, and then we're going to open the park, is what I'm thinking. So we've already got a flying coaster, but we could build another one, and there are some amazingly expensive designs here. And that, you know, with all the scenery, is probably going to look a bit daft in our place. Let's see what else we've got access to. The wild mouse, you can throw one of these up, and it doesn't cost too much. Should we go with that one? I think we'll go with that one. Ideal place to put it, maybe over in this area. So if I give that a little bit of rotation. Now if we zoom in and look at the train a bit more, it's very, it's kind of hard to tell. I feel like that is literally in line with that path, which is what I want. So I'm going to put it back here and hope that it is. Looks like it might be one block above. Very tricky to figure this stuff out, isn't it? Okay, so we're going to send, yeah, that forwards. Okay, it was level. And then with this type, we'll go to that space. I haven't thought this one through very much, but can we have it go like that and then turn back around? So that looks cool, but for some reason, oh, I know why. We've got this thing here. There we are. Sweet! Terrabo says, are you going to do a second LPM stream to finish the touring? I don't know. I don't know. We might do. We'll see how it goes. Daryl says, I like to listen to you do... Well, I do housework. That's cool. I put podcasts on when I do housework. Lemongrass Jam says, I love Parkitect streams. I watch every one of them. Well, another one for you today. The Pro says, what are you doing in this game? We're just doing the challenges of the levels. I started off by going crazy into the aesthetics, and then the level was over in like minutes, and it was like, oh, is that it? We'll go for 6 on this one, since it's obviously a lesser ride. We'll have to come back and check the popularity and tweak the prices, but we are going quite aggressive with the amount of money, because we've kind of never really run into problems so far with it, and we've charged lots and steadily charged more over time, so today we're going to be aggressive. I think it's time to probably put in a couple of thrill rides. I've got a feeling this park's going to attract people who want thrill rides. Okay, so these flat areas are kind of prime for this stuff. Down the front here, there's not too much room. And then just over here, can we squeeze one in? Okay, we'll have our... Do you know what I've got to remember? The old entrance and exit. Look at this. Short distance to get in here and short distance out, so that's probably going to be fine. Let's charge £5. We usually find they... Oh, 500. No thanks. They top out around a £5 these kind of rides. So I'll put you down to 20 minutes. 5 seconds. And we got noises in the air. Let's check those out while I build this pathway here. We have Annoying Sidekick, who is resubscribing for 25 months. Annoying Sidekick, thank you ever so much for your continued support, buddy. It is appreciated. I hope you're having a good time hanging out with us in this chilled out late night stream. You're thinking, Asuma, this is later than usual for you. And that it is. Thank you again, Annoying Sidekick. We've got Emerald Rain here, resubscribing for 14 months, saying, kind words can be short and easy to speak, but their echoes are truly endless. Mother Teresa, thank you ever so much. Thank you for your support. That's a nice quote as well. Kind words can be nice, can be short and easy to speak, but their echoes are truly endless. That's lovely. That's a lovely quote. Vinka says this game looks like a modern Roller Coaster Tycoon. It is. It is. If you've played Roller Coaster Tycoon, it is that spiritual successor to the game that you've probably been waiting for. Okay, let's get the graviton up in this park as well. Up in this business, you know. Kind of want it to be level with the ground. It's not necessary, but it just feels like that's what I should do. Okay, so if I demolish this, we can... No. Let's try that one again. You see, I need to rotate it this time so that the entrance is nearer to the front. So what we'll do is have entrance here and exit there, get people in and out quicker. And then here, we're going to... Oh, I kind of wanted to use that space. Do that. Right, 5... this one will do 450. I've got a feeling it was one of those ones you wanted to just duck it under a little. 20 minutes, 75%, and that looks all good. Okay, next thrill ride is the launch drop tower. I'm going to put that one here, it's going to fit there I think. I'm going to drag it up. I'm going to go for 30. That kind of looks like it might be a bit over the top, but I'm not sure. So this one starts with a higher price. I think we're going to go with 6 for that. Usually I go for 5. We're trying to be aggressive, so this one we're going to go with a little bit more. We're tweaking our times and stuff, right? 5 seconds and all that. Okay, that's the other thing. If we come down here, one of the things I didn't do was 5 seconds on this one, but also like adding an extra spin or 2. Okay, this one needs to be open. Okay, then when it comes to gentle rides, I don't think we're going to have much going on. So we'll start off with maybe this. We haven't seen this before. Oh, I really like the look of these decorations. They're not going to fit into this park. Let's put in one gentle ride and we'll see how it fares. So I can almost squeeze you in at the entrance. I could do a little bit of terraforming, you know. Let's put our most gentle ride right at the entrance. So if I'm going to put it there, then I'm going to need to tear down some of the land. Now what happens when I do that? Are you... No, it's not going to go. So... Oof. That was surprisingly not expensive. I was anticipating a lot of money for that. Okay. Now we can put it here. Kind of looks like we're going to have to rearrange the path. Okay, so the path is going to go... is that the same tiling? It's not. What tiling do we have here on this path? Isn't there like an eye? Isn't there a button for the eyedrop tool? Or P for picker or something? What one is that? X, will you try Open Transport Tycoon Deluxe? I played that game many a year ago. Okay, now it's actually changing it. How odd. Very, very odd. Okay, so we've got one of these going. Let's charge... No, we never really charge much, but 150. We're going to try and be an aggressive. Okay, and wait for full. There's no, like, operation mode. Alright, I think we're ready to open the park then, peeps. Have we forgotten anything? If we have, put a message in chat, let me know. Someone says entrance and exit on the tower. Oh yeah, I didn't rotate it. I didn't rotate it, well spotted. There we go. Much better. Oh, now I've got to set everything up again. There's also that. Which is fine. We'll get more people through. Our throughput will be epic. No. Shops and staff, says McAdoo. We've done shops and staff. Entrance and exit on the tower. Ah, this ride. We never really finished that, did we? We never even finished it. It was neglected. I apologise. Okay. Hi, this one. Yep, we're looking for that. And there we go. We did it. We did it. We never opened it. We never even opened it. All right, I think we're good then. So let's you know, start like we do, always playing in the fast speed. We've got lots of money. We need to invest it into things, obviously. And I tell you what we should invest it into, getting people into the park. So let's start advertising these attractions on the radio for 3 months. Cool. And then how about our roller coaster over here? We'll do that one with bus stops. And there we go. We've invested some money in getting peeps into the park. They're rolling in. And straight away they're going on the relax ride. Please don't tell me they all want to go on the relax ride. What's wrong with this one? What do you think about it? A bit more intense than Jumper? Jumper's intense. Maybe we should up the amount of spins to 14 so it can be more intense. I did have a feeling people would want intensity, and really we shouldn't just go by what one person says, but see what they all say. So this is where we have the accumulation of forts. What do we not want? We don't want the good stuff, I think. We want to find out what's wrong. So people want to go on these things. They want to eat. They want something more intense than Graviton. Intense again. And then that one looks too intense. Let's check out the intensity rating here. So we have 71, which is high. And over here we have 35, which is medium. And 34. So that's maybe giving us an idea of what to aim for. This might just be a little bit too high, in which case I know it's we just got started. Let's drag that down by 2 and just see how that fares now. Okay, this one over here, what we got on this? High and extreme excitement. Brilliant. That does look extremely exciting and very fast. We've got a noise in the ear from Ivan the Minecrafter, who is resubscribed for 2 months, saying, "Hey X, thanks for the many hours of entertainment, both here on Twitch and over on the YouTubes. Glad to see more Parkitect. Thank you for the support, my man. Glad you're enjoying the videos and streams. Look, the vending machine is working. It's actually working, peeps. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's hilarious. That's absolutely hilarious. Is what that is. And now we've unleashed a crowd. And some of them look pretty tired. Do we need to make more benches in this park? I think we might need to do that. Okay, we're going to get some benches up here. And down here as well. Alright, and so far so good. We've shot up to 350 people very quickly. That is a sharp rise in customers. And already we've managed to get this one up. Full queue. This one somehow is a full queue. And now what we really need is an umbrella store down here. But since we have to give it a supply route, it doesn't make sense. Okay, so with money rolling in, obviously we want to invest it in a new coaster. We've got our research team figuring out our shops. That's terrific. Maybe a junior coaster is in order. We've built some of these before. We got any new ones? Could just build a simple one, I guess. This looks like the sort that would fit in the park. Okay, let's rotate it. Aha, see, it's going to fit into that gap. So I reckon there don't look like too bad of a spot, and it works. It can go there. Okay, now let's go and grab entrance. Entrance is going to go here. Exit at the other end. Actually, it's the wrong way around, really. They're going to have to walk all the way to that bit. Let's change it again. Okay, exit there. Entrance on the opposite side. We're going to look at charging £7 for this one. Bring it down to 20. 75 there. All looks good. Bump that up. Let's open it up and let's get a queue on this sucker. Can we go under there? We can. That's... no, we can't. Okay, massive queue for this one, right? I also didn't check. How are those things configured? 10 and 2. Brilliant. Pretty much the best we can do. Alright. It's open for peeps to get involved in and come and ride on. And this is great. We've got loads of people coming into the park, making lots of money. So we need to make 2 million. Where this thing says 1, we need to make 2. I've got a feeling we should charge a little bit more for people to come in. Let's go £5. We got noises in the ear here. We got Mr. Timbo resubscribed for 2 months, saying, "Hey X, a couple of years ago, my little brother recommended you to me, and I've been loving the content ever since. Groten Uit, Netherlands." I've got a feeling that means something to do with the Netherlands. Thank you so much for your support, Mr. Timbo, and say hello to your little brother. Appreciate the recommendation. I hope you're enjoying the stream. There's a lot of people with their heads down, right? Like, they look so tired and miserable. Got to give them some seating. Lots and lots of seating in our park. Right, have we just hit the 2 million profit? Like, what was the objective again? 400 guests, 2 million profit, park rating 75. We're kind of hitting that. It's the park rating that we don't have. So prices and experience will look the other way for a moment. Might be a good idea to start to slow things down. We can now put in the burgers so we can get people fed. What I'm thinking is, this is kind of really far away from the rest of what's going on in the park. So we should add an underground path and get our staff to be able to deliver stuff to other parts of the park, right? So let's go charge $2.20. As we do, £4 for the burger. As we do, we're gonna skim the ingredients a little bit. Okay, and that's open but out of stock, so some staff will come and bring it. Okay, now the other place we could put like a food area, an ideal spot would be here. It's quite a long way to walk though, so maybe actually, the customers walk to where it is. Maybe we put it in this valley here. One of the things I wanted to check out was, okay, this looks like what I'm looking for. If I What did that just do? Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Well, what I was going to say is I just wanted to cut the land as opposed to... That looks like that might be what it... There it is, there it is. So this is what I'm looking to do. Now I can change the size, right? Ah, beautiful. That's what we're looking for. Okay, we've got to sell umbrellas over here. Look, it's raining. Excellent. So we could put shops on either side of that. We're going to put a staff path like this. And then it's going to go downwards. Actually, let's undo that last one. Let's go down by 2. Bring it all the way over here. Ah. Maybe it needs to go down further. I don't know what's down there, but it's occupying. Okay, then we go up. Up again. Right. So that's going to get in the way of us having... my brain has just all of a sudden zonked out of being able to talk. That's going to get in the way of us having like a setup there, right? Oh, apparently we're near to our goal. Well, maybe we just try and maintain for a second. Okay. What's going to keep our park rating up, right? Hiring staff, I think. Although remember, all the money we spend affects our operating profit. So we want to keep the park cleanly. We want to keep these shops stocked up and our rides operating at the moment. So that should help. Now let's check out what things can we quickly do. Decorations I could, but it's 98%. So if anything, I think like prices might be a good idea to alter. I can't believe we just jumped into winning this. Let's get a ride going, so more people are in a queue and not being disappointed. Right, sorry, kicking you off your bench. Let's go ahead and put an entrance here. See, I knew it'd do that. I knew it'd get rid of the bench. It's not what I was trying to do. We also got a noise in the ear here from Walanka. Walanka, thank you ever so much for your support. I appreciate it. I hope you are enjoying the stream we're doing here today. Okay, it's making music. And just got to do those things. Yeah, all good. All good. All good in the hood. Right, let's keep those benches. People want places to sit. Let's make sure our peeps are happy. They've got lots of options. They look tired. Want to get them sitting down if they need a rest. Okay, that's great. That's really great. Cool, we might do this pretty quickly. Who knows? Badger says X is getting pro. Maybe just lucky on this one. Hopefully professional, but maybe just lucky. We could actually put in some of these. Oh, look at that. We got hot drinks now. Burger bars. Places to use umbrellas. Places to use umbrellas. What a sentence. It's the rain corner. Buy your umbrella and stand under the leaky pipe. That's some of the features of my park right there. See, that's me turning a problem into a solution. You know? People see leaky pipe, they think hazard. They think low ratings, lawsuits. I see a leaky pipe, I think it's a feature. I just realised all of this is like synchronised. Okay, if we do have an extra shop here, we probably do need an extra employee. Now, what can I do to make the park even better for them? The hunger and thirst is going down. That's kind of worrying because I'm not going to be able to fix that quickly, right? We're sort of riding the wave of people coming into the park. Maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe we need to fuel more people coming into the park, right? Let's go for this one. Let's go for billboards for the next 3 months. Let's throw money at it, peeps. Let's throw our money at it. I'm actually going to get another hauler. When I get them, I should put them like here first, right? I'm going to speed this up. I got a feeling that it's going to just drop below the rating, unfortunately. We can try and bring fresh peeps in. I think that's a really good strategy to keep the ratings good. Let's go advertise this one. Maybe we'll go for social media for a month. Just try and boost us through this little bit. But if we keep the new peeps rolling in, maybe they'll push the hunger and thirst up, because that's gonna drop at some point. Overall is at 78%. We are rocking this on 3% difference, peeps. Is there any uncleanliness that we can take care of? Maybe we should be putting more bins in this park, right? Now, where are my bins? Because I don't see bins here. Trash bin. Okay, it's trash bins. I was looking for the word bins. Okay, and then maybe we'll put in some staff to clean those out. Okay, we've got a broken ride. That's not what we want right now. That's definitely not what we want. And now the amount of people in the park is going down. We're at 79% overall. I think we're going to do it, peeps. Your park was showcased by a popular content creator. It's that Asumavoid on the internet. He's showing off my park. Alright, looks like we got this. I mean, I don't want to get too confident, but all is kind of in order. We've got a broken ride, which don't help. Maybe we'll just throw an extra mechanic in and an extra person to keep the park clean. Maybe an entertainer in here as well. We've got to keep that operating profit up, though. That's one thing to watch out for. I think we've got this. I think we've got this. Come on, little slider. Don't let me down now. Oh, we're back down to 78% overall. 79, it jumped back up. Very good. Very good. And now the rain. No, not the rain. The rain's going to ruin everything. How are our shops over here doing? Well, we're selling umbrellas, but we're out of stock on the other ones. Just a few days and we've got this, peeps. 80%. We're going up. We're going up in the world, and people are buying umbrellas. We're making the moolah, and we're doing this one in what, like half an hour? Jeez. I mean, straight to the finish line here. Hello. I've completed all of the goals. That's right. That's right. We actually won. I got a cup of tea here. Woo! All right then. Let's save. So we did it. Unbelievable. So do we get a new area, or do we have to do that one as well? No, we got a new area over here. Gold Clutch. Gold Glutch. Let's definitely play this. A barren desert canyon with ample land available for construction provides the perfect spot for a new tourist attraction. A giant cliffside hypercoaster is the first step for this soon-to-be roller coaster paradise. Have at least 6 roller coasters in your park with an exciting ratement of 50. Have 550 guests. We can do that very quickly, I imagine. And we got a noise in the ear. It's UX Oriel Desert 36, subscribing with Amazon Prime. UX Oriel Desert 36, thank you for using your Prime subscription on me. I appreciate that support. I hope you are enjoying the stream we are doing here today. By the way, thank you to all 250 y'all for tuning in. I knew it was going to be a quite a smaller stream with the Parkitect, but I appreciate y'all coming by. And if you ain't hit that follow button, I'm doing that thing that they tell you to do. They tell you to tell your peeps to subscribe. They tell you to tell your peeps to hit the follow button. That's what's going on. I like this one. This is all over the place. I also like the height dynamic of this map. We've got cliffs operating. Aha, so pause the game. Is this our entrance? This is both an entrance and a staff bit. So we could put food near the beginning. And then they've got quite a windy road over here to this little ride, which, to be fair, could do with being moved. And like try and keep the peeps closer to the food is what I'm thinking. Maybe we'll have a staff path go in and put the food in this area. Seems like a good idea. And then again, maybe we don't need to overthink this so much. We've got to build a bunch of roller coasters, right? Mine train coaster, that's going to look so good here. But we don't have the budget for it. Like if I build that one, what's the excitement rating got to be? It's got to be over 50. So that actually just skims it. We could try and look at this like, you know, it has to have 50, right? Which is probably going to be where it changes from medium to high. That one's 48, so could I shimmy that and make it a little bit higher? But they've got to be 50. So it's like, what can we get for our money? So that's pretty good, 11,000. 8,000 for an over 50. So we're probably going to build the Mantis. I mean, it's got well over 50. We built that last time, and we're going to build this this one that will fit in this area. Wait, that's not it. Mine, yeah, this one. What was I looking at again? 8,000, and then we've got 6,000. Let's start off with this. Oh my goodness me, it's super compact. That would be an ideal spot to put it, right? Could we also put it up here and have like a crazy... Who wants to see a crazy queuing system through the cliff? Probably no one. I think it's got a square path that goes all the way around it, by the way. Which I'm not sure if I want. So let's rotate it. I'm going to put this level with the ground. Is that level? I think it is. But where can it go where it's completely flat? Oh, there's like a... We own an island over there. Maybe this spot is actually pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to go down. Down again. We're level with the path, right? And that costs 6,000. Let's put it there. Bam. Job done. Now it looks like the queue is over in this area. Kind of the one spot where I didn't want it to be. Okay, so I'd be happy with that. Let's get rid of some of this path though. In fact, we get rid of quite a lot of it. And that means we get some money back on the ride. Hey, it's a super compact little thing, isn't it? Hey, Grandpa Asuma, says Butcher of Destiny. Terabo puts in the Papa Derp emote. Grandpa Asuma, is that who I am today, apparently? Now, I would like to get rid of that, but I think the only way it's going to let me is if I build into it. Yeah, I know it's occupied, I want to get rid of it. Okay, so what if I tell it I'm going here? No? Oh, goodness me, it's being awkward. Come on. There we go. There we go, finally. Goodness me, that was a bit of effort. Alright, so that takes you around to the queue. By the way, I think, is this the queue? Let's get in here with a queue. Can I, how do I drop? No, whatever. I'm just going to build this queue. So, oh, it's so difficult. Right, so that's where it starts. Oh, it's remembered my settings from last time, right. There we go. Okay, now I know it's a different colour, but I can't remember what the picker tool or the painter thing was, so we'll just do this. It'll be fine, it won't be the end of the world. And with this one though, we'll pick out the dusty road and do that. Green trees in the desert, says Jess. Yeah, and a waterfall. It's its own little lush paradise isolated in this area. That's what we're looking for. Alright, so time to configure. Ah. No? Oh, Now, why would it be 0 by default? That's what I wasn't expecting. So what's the deal with this ride? It's £5. We know we can get away with charging about 9 quid for a roller coaster like this. I mean, one like this, maybe even 10. It's ginormous. It's amazing. Gonna do our configurations. Ah, look at that. It only goes every 50 seconds. Let's just change some of these things. Okay, we won't up the cars per ride since it's running. This one we're going to charge $4.50 since I don't know too much about it. It's called the Orbiter. I imagine it orbits things. Okay, and we'll leave that there. Beverage reminder, says Tuxaban. Thank you, Tuxaban. Chosen BC says almost eye break time. That's a loose definition of almost, in my opinion. It's a loose definition. Right, I was going to have the eating area here, so I guess this path needs to be underground. Let's reconfigure. I'm making up words today, it's amazing. Okay, so we're going to go... Nope, we're going to go... Can we go, please? I also got to select the right thing. It just doesn't want to... Is it going to go now? Was it going before? I think it might have been. Oh, it was. There we are. Alright, so... Why is it... What is it doing? Okay, right, we're going to... Dude. Can we behave normally, please? Right, so we go underground, and then we're going to go in a straight line. Out to about there. Going to make a turning. Come up. Back by one. It's quite the walk, isn't it? It's quite the walk for our haulers. We've got to make sure we've got a couple of them to get going. Let's also get our janitors. And our staff. Do you know what? They do need that connecting path now that I think about it. Because we also got to build them a staff room, right? We always got to build them a staff room so they can rest. That staff room's going to go here today. Cool. And then in our desert, we're going to put some bushes in. Some bushes. I feel like chat is talking to each other, which is probably fair considering. Should we put some shrubberies in here? Probably fair considering how engrossed in this game I am. I'm just going to put in our hedges. I know it's the desert. It feels so wrong. Should I be putting hedges in? It's the desert. Put some ivies here to break things up. I don't even know what this theme is right here. I'm just going with the flow, you know. Apparently the peeps don't want to see all of this back here, so we're hiding it from them. Sweet! If we're going to blitz through this level though, I probably don't need to do this so much, but for now we'll do that. And then we'll deal with this in a little while. So, shops. Wow, we got all of them. No, we haven't. We've got hot dogs and soft drinks, that's amazing. Okay, so I'm going to put hot dog. We'll just throw them all down and then configure them basically, and soft drinks near each other. We'll put our information kiosk, which doesn't need to be attached to one of these paths. We'll put it near the beginning. Okay, and then we're going to have our cash machine sort of nestled into the park over here. And we'll put a vending machine. Oh, we could put it here and have another little... Let's put it there, right? Have a little path going that way as well. Very good. Ivan the Minecrafter says, uh-oh, underground path is better, not to get too much more complicated. Went badly last time. It went badly for different reasons. Oh, actually, do you know, I can't remember really what was the reason in the end. I wouldn't put it down just to it being an underground path, though. Could have been many reasons. Now, I don't know if this one needs access, so... Even though it's a first aid room, I'm just going to put it with the other ones next to it, just in case, since we haven't messed with that before. Toilets we know can operate on their own. We'll put it sort of out of the way, tucked over here a little bit. And that leaves us with balloons, which I'm going to actually sell over at this spot. Right, now that hasn't linked up with the path behind it. That is quite disappointing for all the problems we've had. My question is why? Why does this thing sometimes not work? Right? Like, it's got a path behind it, but the path won't connect. Maybe that'll change. That is quite disappointing. Connects, doesn't connect. Like, you're supposed to have a connection. What is going on? Okay, it appears that the first aid doesn't actually need to be there, but we'll leave it there. You know, it's doing a good thing. Alright then, so up the prices, lower the condiments. That's pretty much all we need to do with these things. Okay, and we've done our little run through there. We didn't configure the information kiosk. You want a map? That's going to cost you some money, I tell you. Jess says, I think it would be nice since there's no door at the back. No door at the back. Of which thing? Legans is here saying, X is because the haulers load the vending machine from the front, unlike usual shops. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, they've got a little connection then to run around to the front, so that's good that the path is there. Ooh. I've got a feeling that's going to look nice in this area. If it would fit. Why wouldn't it fit there? Other things are too close to it, is that the deal? Is it money? Wait, why doesn't it want to go anywhere? Or am I being crazy and it's not actually a problem? So the floor is red, the floor is not. Okay, I think I was just getting confused because it doesn't change that drastically. So it can actually go there, I think is what it's saying. Now where is the entrance and exit? I think it's just anywhere. Right, okay, well we got that in place. Let's go ahead and we're gonna... that's probably not going to be big enough, is it? I'm going to drag that down, and then we're going to grab our paths. Jeez, these things are like right in the middle, right? Looking good. I'm going to charge $3.50 for this one. I just decided so. Again, we're trying to make some moolah, because we've got to build lots of roller coasters. You know, this might be worth playing and letting the money roll in while we build stuff, you know, rather than pausing it and trying to do everything in one go. Actually, I think with that note we'll start, because we've not got enough to build another roller coaster yet. Alright, so we have configured everything, and we're ready for peeps to come in here, basically. So let's start to advertise the park before we run out of money. Let's advertise our brand new roller coaster. We're going to for a 3-month campaign on the radio, because people still listen to the radio, peeps. DKX Mania says you really need a map for this park. Hey, I wonder if this is why we messed up the vending machine so much, because it was front loaded and I could never quite figure it out. Because quite often our staff paths were disconnected from the main ones until we realised that staff needed to use them. There we go. Oh, we're seeing it in action now. Look at that. Get your vending on, peeps. Get your vending on. Also, let's get more of our funky vines up in here, you know. So, isn't it P for picker? That works in this menu screen, but not all. Okay, so I'm going to rotate. Start to cover these up. Beautiful. That's all I can be bothered to do for now. Parmisa says, just got off work and caught the stream. Hope your shoulder's doing better. Oh, I haven't talked about that, have I? I went to a physio and got it looked at, and they didn't really know specifically what is wrong, but I had like a massage thing done and it felt a lot better. But essentially I'm resting it, but you know, first 2 days of resting it doesn't really feel like much is happening yet. I've been putting ice on it, been resting it best I can. Could probably do a little bit better. Haven't been using it much. And yeah, I'm gonna have to go back next week and see where we're at, basically. McAdoo says you can always set a custom shop to a vending machine so it can be loaded from the back. Oh, right. Interesting. Well, I don't mind it being loaded from the front here. So we're down on money. What's costing us at the moment? Also, what are we researching? Let's hire a team. Let's get some more coasters up in. I'm not sure we really need to do this, but we'll do it anyway. So why am I not making any money this time compared to last? Ride admissions. The prices were good, right? Oh, good God. Oh, good God. That might have something to do with it. Also, no one's coming in here. Is it open? Oh my goodness me. I'm advertising something that's closed. That's got to be a derp. Jeez. Jeez! DK Mania says that really does look like a sick ride. A sick ride, bro. This one over here does, doesn't it? It's awesome. It uses the cliffs, which is great. Right, we've got to try another campaign, I think. Let's get people in on this roller coaster. Let's get 3 months of radio going. Right, so now we're seeing a little bit of a profit being turned. Do we have a mechanic in the park yet? We've got one, we've got 2 haulers, and we've got a janitor. That's probably good for the scale of the park right now. Do we have an umbrella store? We don't. We do have a customizable shop. Can that be front loaded? Because we could put it over here and they could just quickly walk over and... I don't think that can be front loaded. We can sell hot dogs here. Fascinating. Let's sell hot dogs and soft drinks. Can I make it 2 things or is it only 1? We'll just do the 1 then. Okay, so it needs a path. And we got some little... Oh, what happened there? What happened there, eh? That's the wrong type of path. Anyway, in come the peeps. The money is not good so far. I think we need to charge an entrance fee as well. Like we did the last park, let's go for a $5 to get in. Crazy how the last one just went really fast. French Fencer Girl says, eat up milk, sugar, cocoa, then mix it in oats and peanut butter. Oh dear God. Then you have cookie lumps that let you cool. Oh dear God, that sounds... Do you know what? I, yesterday, day before, really did a calorie cut to make up for like an indulging eat. But what it feels like is like, the more I control my diet, the more I just think about food and have these insatiable kind of cravings for it, right? And if I think back to how I used to eat, where I'd just like grab like a couple of... Oh my goodness me, I could go for that right now. I'd grab like a couple of yogurts out of the fridge, a chocolate bar, I'd like make a Philadelphia sandwich with like the most Philadelphia you've ever seen in the sandwich. It's like the more I try and do the good thing, the more I think about the bad thing, and I just feel like the food's such like a difficult thing. It's got such a powerful impact over you. Let's get the Enterprise, peeps. We're gonna call it Captain Picard. This ride, right here. That's what I want to call it. Let's rotate it so the entrance is near the path, right? We're gonna put the entrance here and the exit there. We're supposed to be building roller coasters, said no one in chat. I say it. I say it, okay. We're supposed to be building roller coasters, X. What are you doing? I'm trying to make some more moolah. Yeah, I didn't really think that one through, right? We should be saving up and buying roller coasters. We'll go for 3 rounds on this one. Go on then. Go on then. 3 rounds on the Enterprise, right. That's why it costs a $5. Love to Design says, I've always struggled with food and eating. I think many of us do. I think if you just look at the state of the food industry, then it's no surprise. Sounds like you're deficient in something if you crave stuff, says Badger. It's not deficiency, it's just think about how sugary and addictive food is these days. Like, the food industry that makes a lot of the food knows what it's doing. Like, they have a lot of money invested into like R&D to make their foods as addictive as possible, right? I mean, if you have a bowl of vegetables, that's great, it's a good meal, but you don't crave it. I never crave a bowl of... Well, there are occasions where I'm looking forward to a healthy meal because I do enjoy them. But it's the other stuff, and then... Oh. I guess what I'm trying to say is like, by not indulging and being so conscious of it, it's like its own pain. It's its own pain in the butt that you're conscious of it. And even though you're doing the right thing, it just feels difficult. But anyway, tomorrow I'm going to indulge a little bit, you know. Love to design says sugar is the most addictive substandard for man over most drugs. I would disagree with that. I think addiction is more of a personality-driven thing. It can depend, but a lot of the time addiction is more to do with personality and whatnot than chemical addiction, right? And there's good examples of this. A lot of people. Do you know? I don't really want to like dive into saying this stuff because it's not really at the forefront of my mind, like where the source is. But the general idea is that there are studies out there that show that people who take things like heroin, which a lot of people have taken if they've gone into hospital, they've been given the equivalent of, you know, clinically approved heroin, don't get addicted to it. And the difference tends to be the quality of a person's life. Like if you're unhappy or what your situation is can really influence how addictive things are. So saying like sugar is more addictive than drugs, I think is like when you try and put things into a little statement, you kind of miss the nuance of it, right? Like it's a bit of a broader and bigger picture than that. Food is obviously something we all have to do, so if you put something that can be chemically addictive into that, you know, stimulate your brain, make you crave it and want more, then it can be have a far bigger reaching effect, right? Because everyone has to eat, so it becomes more visible as a problem. Oh, peeps are saying we need benches. Yeah, let's go get some benches in here. Let's get some benches. But yeah, anyway, I think personality, addiction is like in a large part a personality thing as well. So like I'm probably quite addicted to what I'm doing right now, right? Streaming. But it's my job and it doesn't create any form of chaos or disruption in my life, and it's like it's a positive thing. So it's hard to look at it in a negative way, but it's like ritualistic behavior, frequently doing this activity. I mean, maybe I'm reaching for straws here as an example, but you know, that's the way I hear lots of experts on the matter talk about this stuff. I would argue simple bias for sugar being the most addictive. It's only the most addictive because it's widely available. Ghoul Scout there, yeah. That's something that I pay attention to a lot when listening to these podcasts, discussions, people talking about this and that. It's always like, how do you weigh this statistically, right? Because I read this fascinating book about how the brain works, and it kind of points out our inability to work with statistics and how we often use emotions to drive most of the responses to like fear or whatever it is we're supposed to be concerned about. This, I've seen no one wanting to go on here. Let's lower the price. Let's lower that price. We've got to get people in. Got to get them riding. So this one's always got a queue and a full set of peeps. This one's developed that as well at £5. That's good. So the money will roll in. Over here, you know, maybe we need more peeps to get further into the park. And then this one's doing alright as well. Butcher of Destiny says, Assumer is just trying to justify his cocaine addiction. I mean, is that like a an attempt at a joke, I guess? Where is the line between I like it and I'm addicted to it, says Surprise Tolpa. I think it's when it negatively impacts your life, right? Like, and sometimes it will negatively impact your life without you realizing it. But okay, they're complaining about trash and people are leaving the park. So let's get another janitor in here and let's get some bins set up. We kind of missed a bit with that, didn't we? Oh, I do see some bins already out here. Maybe it's just the extra staff is what we've missed. Oh, goodness me, there's like vandalism going on. There's loads of vandalism. What the heck? This whole place is disgusting. How? I just built these benches and most of them look wrecked already. Oh my goodness me. Okay, so we need a security guard. And then we need to go into that view where we go vandalism. See, look at this. Look at these benches. Ugh. P for picker. Bench, and then we'll fix the benches. What is the name of that book? Sounds really interesting, says Justice. You can find it on my website on the knowledge page. It's called Thinking Fast and Thinking Slow. It'll give you the author name on there and my little... I mean, I wouldn't even call it a summary, just I've written a couple of lines on it. Basically, it kind of takes a bunch of examples of, like, well, it's all scientific, right? Experiments that have been done. And it just lines out all these different ways in which experiments can sort of been set up to show how our brain is, like, interacting with the environment around it. And there are, like, thought experiments done, and... it's been a while since I think about it. Whenever I'm like in the mood to talk, I really like to have what I want to say more so at the forefront of my mind. It's kind of like not coming to me. But I've certainly talked about it before on these videos, or these streams even. So yeah, anyway, it's kind of like... one example I remember was... Okay, so there's like a test that they conduct where they're going to show people a bunch of images and associate words. And what they do is they make some of the tests have words like slow, elderly, lethargic, you know, sleepy. And then they do the other one, they're like, you know, energy, running, athleticism. They put all these energetic words together. And what they're actually doing is they're not doing the test. The people participating are not actually doing the test they think they're doing. You look stuck. What they're doing is they're observing the speed at which they leave the room after they've answered these questions or whatever it is. And what happens is people walk slower out of the room when they're given the set of words or influences that are... Oh, is he walking around fixing it? Brilliant. Yeah, and they walk out faster when they've had all these suggestive words. So it's like they're being primed. They're brought into a room. They think they're participating in an experiment, but the experiment is actually seeing the way they walk out of the room. And when they're primed with these words associated to slowness, you walk out of the room slower. You know? Moderang says some people are speaking about the physical addiction of drugs. There is truth to that, but only to an extent. Speaking of drugs like heroin or meth, they do create chemical links that the user can be viewed as a chemical addiction. However, they are not the only cause of addiction, and they are easily broken. It's not the only chemical bonds done by the drugs that create the addiction. They merely help. Yeah, that sounds very balanced, Moderang. That sounds like you're kind of on the mark there with what I've been hearing and listening to, you know. We need to build roller coasters in this place, and we are just not making money, are we? I think it's time to try and up the prices everywhere and get that income stream a little bit stronger. Let's go around and make some changes, you know. We're also just not getting people into the park. Maybe it's the quantity of attractions are just not good enough. Could be a reason why. This thing just doesn't attract people. What are people saying about it? Maybe we just get rid of it. Love to Design says X, very cool. I believe it was you who asked about the book. I wish I could remember it a little bit clearer, because some of the examples really resonated with me. But what you have to do if you want to talk about this stuff is have it, like I said, in the forefront of mind. You've got to know it in and out, and not, like, you know, misremember details and stuff. I want to get something from customizable shop. That's good. Vandalism here is bad. We're aware of that. Enough of this park. Time to go home. More intense. Maybe they want intense rides, because we're just not seeing people on this one here. I'm going to get rid of this. This feels like a rubbish. Yep. Oh, that's such a poor return on investment. let's go ahead. We need to build a roller coaster, don't we? Which means we need to take out a loan and get into that debt spiral again. I'm going to take it. Okay, so what roller coaster are we going to build? I think we researched the Giga Coaster, didn't we? Oh my goodness me, do they cost money. So we've got one for 13,000. That looks amazing though, that one there. We can't... Oh, we can't even afford this one. We can't even afford this one. And there's a nice big place for it over here. Or in this back area, actually. I think we'd put it in that space and rotate. So, can we muster up more money quickly, is the question. Probably not. Let's take out the other loan. I've got a feeling this level is considerably tougher than the last one. Hey look, a cheap loan just popped up. Now we can build it. Right. We're going to put you there. Come on now. Come on, come on. We got benches and fences. No, we got that thing floating above the water, which just looks ridiculous. I'm going to leave it alone though. Alright, let's connect this path. Bam! Kablame. Kablame-o. This is an incredible looking ride. I'm going to charge £10 for it. Because we need that moolah. That being said, I've got to do it the other way around, right? Got to zip that down. Whoa, wait, 20. Wrong one. Yeah, fine. Let's get it all the way up. I think we're going to go with that setup, so we have 2 trains. Right, open it is. Time to advertise this ride for a long period of time. That's a bit pricey, actually. We need to throw money at it, basically. Have you heard of the book Moonwalking with Einstein? It's a memory training style book, says French Fencer Gal. I have not heard of that before. Jess says, thinking fast and thinking slow. That's the name of the book. So yeah, like generally like in life, you know, the human experience, reality, what we think it is, it's all something like what we're interfacing with, the world, it's all happening in our heads. Like, your sensory input creates a reality inside of your mind. You know, we understand that there are light waves, for example, that we can't see, infrared, etc. So, you know, through science and technology, we have seen that there are parts of reality that we just, you know, don't have the senses for. And if you think about how that is, that you are constructing it in your mind, you might realise that this is a flawed system. It can't be a perfect, accurate representation of what's happening out there in the world. And that book kind of highlights some of the flaws of that, but in general, the more you think about your experience in your mind like that, the more you start to see the cracks and the shortcomings of your own hardware. But that's not to like be negative about it. That's just to be more informed and smarter, to realise, you know, I'm human. These things influence and affect me, right? Okay, I'm gonna literally just pause research and save money that way at the moment. Seems like a few of you are like in the discussion. That's great. I mean, if anyone wants to jump in and throw something at me, you know, throw something in chat. Why are there so many vandals? Also, I'm pretty sure you're glitched out, so I'm gonna move you. Like, what is up with these vandals? We've got a serious vandalism problem. Maybe it would be a smart idea to like have like a seating area and put a guard in it who guards it 24/7, just stays in that area. That could be pretty clever. Anyway, this beastly coaster here is getting some peeps in. The numbers are rising, that's good. I think we need to focus on getting another coaster, but before we do that, actually, let's pay back like 2 grand of that. I was just learning that our young self constructs our view of the world, and we tend to carry those ideals for the rest of our lives. It's important to reformat the negative outlooks. Love to design, that's great. Yeah, you should always be open to like re-evaluating who you are and growing as a person and being able to change your mind. I think that's a really important thing. You know, here's a thought. Like, I'd consider myself like a fence sitter on a lot of topics, and I've seen people like, you know, call out fence sitting as being a rather negative thing. But with a lot of topics and stuff, I'm just genuinely fascinated as to like how little of something you can actually know and yet feel strongly and passionate about, and therefore I kind of like approach a lot of topics and talking points or whatever with this idea of like, you know, like can I see things from both sides? Can I understand all these ways of seeing this particular thing? Because I don't know how informed or uninformed I am about some things, right? I spend time listening, learning, but there's always this argument of like, who are you listening to and learning from? Are they actually credible? You can always go down that endless road of questioning the credibility. That's in the context of having an argument, right? Like where someone's Spangled Badger says it's not fence sitting if you want to learn about both sides. That's interesting. Yeah, maybe I'm using the wrong sort of sort of term there, I guess. Maybe fence sitting is more like you can't make up your mind, but I don't think there's anything bad with that either. Right, so the money's slowly rolling in. We're essentially forced to save up for another roller coaster at this point. So the quicker we repay this debt off, the quicker we can get another one. So I think that's just what we're going to focus on. And maybe do a little bit of price gouging. Just up some bits here and there, and maybe it'll add up in the long run, who knows. Also, our park rating is pretty naff. It's the decoration and cleanliness. Interesting, actually. Maybe what we'll do is we'll get another janitor. Maybe we'll start to invest in a little bit of infrastructure as well. Because we could put a trash chute somewhere over here. I never really bother with that, but it feels like we need it in this park. So if I put a trash chute... Oh yeah, you also have to tuck it out of the way, didn't you? And now I don't have any money. I feel like fence sitting makes you more of an open individual, not so close-minded on certain subjects. I would agree with average mind. I just remembered that sometimes I've heard, you know, watching videos online, all those topical ones, that some people kind of like don't like fence sitters. They don't like you if you're not on a side, but it's probably silly. Begins says, I was a fence sitter, I hate arguing. It's caused me to have such a more open mind as a result of things. Ivan the Minecraft says, being aware of your own ignorance is a very important trait that some people don't realise they lack. Cough, Trump, cough. Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to talk about Trump because it's such a heated thing. Like, you can't criticize him or have like it just feels like you can't have a genuine discussion about this guy sometimes, right? Wherever you see discussion about him, it's just tribal. Surprise Tolba says, sometimes listening to both sides is a bad idea, like with Germany 80 years ago. I'm not sure let me think about that for a second. Like, I've heard that argument put forth as well, that like if you entertain both sides when there is an evil present, you're enabling the evil, right? I guess I don't quite know how that relates to Germany, because my understanding of what happened, well, yeah, I guess my understanding of what happened in Germany is that people like Neville Chamberlain and the other leaders didn't take Hitler as a threat seriously. Wait, is this thing above ground? Oh, don't tell me it's... Oh, my goodness me. How is it above ground? Oh, because it goes down a little bit. I'm just... What the heck? What the heck? Like... It's so confusing when it goes into this underground view and you're not actually underground. So we should start building from there, I think, is the idea. Right, is that underground then, and is that going to connect? That's connected, and I believe it's now underground. Okay, then somewhere here it needs to go up, and I don't know how we're going to do that. Actually, yeah, I do. So we do that, and now we put it into upwards, and then like so. Right, so now it needs a path. Cool. And if we look at this thing, again, it's the decorations. Oh, should we just put hedges everywhere? Hedges seems to solve all of our problems half the time. Even though we're in a desert, right? Like, we're just going to have hedges everywhere. And in fact, we're even going to go with the cheap hedges. Love to Design says, I would agree about the lack of solid and grounded discussion about Trump. Yeah, I think... I don't really want to get into it because it's such a heated topic, but like, if I were to give you like my full and honest opinion of that guy, it's just fuel to start an argument, really. That's like, for me, so far that way that like, if you're supporting this guy and standing up for him, sticking up for him, it's only ever going to be like a horrible argument because people think he's genuinely abhorrent. And yeah, and I ain't got anything against like someone who supports him, because as I've talked about, you know, ignorance and information, like there's this thing called information siloing. The idea that like when we communicate and interact with each other, we're kind of not aware of like the fact that our ideas don't stem from the same pools of information and data. So based on what kind of information and data you're exposed to, you know, your worldview becomes different. And we're not very good at communicating the things that we've actually learned, or getting to the nitty-gritty of things. Badger says, you're far more diplomatic than I could ever be. I may sound diplomatic, but I'm being genuine as well. Like people who support him are just people like everyone else. Like, we're all people. And behind their reason to support him is the same kind of fears, wants and needs that all humans have. We're just led on different paths to looking or thinking about what is the right solution. And it's, like I said, it's the information siloing. It's what things have you been exposed to that have led you to believe that this is like your solution. I know you don't want to start a discussion, but can I just ask, do you support him or not? I'm not asking why, explaining, just curious. I would not support anything to do with that man. Anything at all. I mean, all the horrible things that people might say about him, I would probably agree with most of them. Yeah, but I don't like to talk about it because I guess I know there's people out there that like genuinely think this guy's acting in their interest. And I'm not trying to start one of these heated discussions or fights that seems to just constantly break out all around him. Why do you have an enterprise? They suck, says Faber. Well, it's making me a little bit of money, so I'll leave it here in the park. Jeez. Someone's angry about what ride. I got Spangleboo says, I think it's important to listen to the bad side. It's not supporting them, but discussing their reasons for why they're doing can help everyone learn something new. Yeah, like if there were a Trump supporter that wanted to talk to me, I'd be more than happy to talk to them. You know, that would be fine. Like, yeah, we can learn. I can learn why the things they see in this person. Fortunately, a lot of the arguments you tend to catch seem quite contrarian, and you know, the whole idea of like shaking things up. I mean, oh yeah, I don't really want to get into it. That's another important little thought point. Is like, be careful about holding your air quote opponents like arguments in your head. Like, don't think you know their argument or what's thinking, because I'm going by things I've heard in the past, people say, videos, whatever. You know, I watched a lot of the topical stuff around him as he, you know, looked like he was gonna shake things up and potentially be an actual candidate, then getting the nomination and then actually winning. Like, followed all of that quite closely and intensely, but like, don't create the argument of your opponent, air quotes, you know, because this is a one-way thing right now. You know, it'd be silly for me to say what these people that I'm trying to put into my head are, right? What is their argument? But you know, you heard certain things, but can't use that to speak for everyone. Right, let's go over here and go 1,400. So now we can take out this one, and that will allow us to build a 10,000 roller coasters. So we should know what we're going to build first. Getting the roller coasters in the park is important. They have to be above a rating of 50. So I think it'd be smart to build that one. Let's go ahead. Oh, they just changed 6,000 now. Oh, I don't really want to take one with such a high fee. That's the problem. But we've kind of been forced to. So maybe I should have figured out exactly where this is going to go first. Quick little rotation. Can we put it across there? Like, why doesn't it want to go there? What's wrong with that? Okay, it's the land problem. It doesn't want to put it underground. So that makes that a bad location. Okay, now we're near the ground. So I think the other ride is in the way there. And can I tuck it underneath? Now I can't tell if I'm above or below. It's really bad, this. Like, am I above or below? Look, I'm up here now, and it... Okay, 9.5 to that bit of ground. So is that above or below? Oh, good God. I'm going to get rid of that so we can see more stuff. What about in this gap? Kind of looks like a good spot. Okay, I can see a bit goes underground. Right, that's interesting. So can I put it there? Let's just do it. Let's just... Okay, it's totally crazy, but we're... Is it? Is it literally totally crazy? Yeah, it's totally crazy. So that bit of decoration might have to go, unfortunately. I think what we'll do is well, first of all, we're going to bump the price up to like 8 quid. We'll put 5 trains on it. Right, so exit and entrance. I'm going to put the exit at the back. Hopefully I can have a path going down and the entrance there. We might be able to get away with this. Okay, so it can do like a test run. Let's go get a path. Going... Oh, goodness me. That's already directed it. I want it to go that direction. Yes, that's what we're looking for. Right, and then this old thing here. Can you go out the front? You can, that's amazing. Okay, we're going to have you go down. Turn you to the sides. There it is. Peeps, there it is. Another roller coaster squeezed into the park. Right, now we've got to advertise it, and, geez, we've got to pay off a debt here. How much we're going to pay? 8,000 paid off. Okay, going to select this one, and we're going to go for radio for 3 months. Or not, because it's expensive. There we go. Okay, let's get the peeps in the park, you know what I'm saying? We've got a noise in here from K-Dads. It was 21 minutes ago. I'm terrible, so far behind. K-Dads, if you're still watching, oh, I've only just noticed. I'm so sorry. Thank you for your 15 months saying, hey, X, 15 months. Hey, your British words are starting to wear off on me. I now unironically say something is pants, and nobody knows what I'm on about. Anyway, hi again from the upside down land. Thank you, K-Dads. Appreciate it. Yeah, pants, like English saying. That's a total thing, like that. Things that you listen to kind of rub off on you. Like, I've noticed I've started saying friends a lot in my video, and I was watching Ren the other day, and I was like, oh my god, I get it from Ren, I think. Sometimes I like to think that Trump is just a massive troll, agitating everyone in a certain way to achieve the opposite and actually make the world a better place. I'm worried the opposite is true. Rani, I kind of agreed with you until it was like make the world a better place. I think he knows that agitating people just Like, his base want to see him rustle feathers and get in the face of what they think is the problem, you know, the fake news and all of that, right? Love to Design says, so X, have you read any other good books that talk about human psychology? In terms of books, yeah, I've read quite a few things here and there, but the best of them I kind of put on my website. But it's mainly podcasts that I get like really good stuff from. If you want to get into a bit of human psychology and just in general really good thought stuff, I highly recommend Sam Harris. Really smart person. He's a neuroscientologist and also like a meditator, and it's just this brilliant mix of different things, and he has a worldview that I really kind of vibe with. I very much like his attitude and the way that he does things, I guess. So this one here, it doesn't look like it's sending out full carts of people. Maybe it's too expensive. I'm going to jump it down to 9, and I think we'll look at the old fort bubbles again. We also got some more repaying to do. A second ago just reminded me of another train of thought that I wanted to waffle about during a live stream. What was it? I started saying, come on now, after listening to you and Ren, says Katie Mao. Brilliant. Lol, neuroscientist, not Scientologist. Did I could have swore I said neuroscientist. Jeez, I hope I didn't say Scientologist. Actually, Ruben says you can also see through the rides in the ride menu. Yeah, that's true. That's another thing that can be done. Ah, ride broken down. We only... Oh no, we actually have 3 mechanics in here. How are our shops doing? Out of stock. Let's get another one. I also wouldn't mind getting a staff training room. That's usually a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and pay off some more of the debt. Feels like the money's starting to roll in a little bit now, right? Totally forgotten what the thing I was going to talk about was. Now we all say G's because of X. Well, I got that from Ren, I'm pretty sure. I never said G's until... So I've got a lot of stuff from Ren, probably. What is going on over here? Like, our haulers are not doing good enough, basically. Maybe we just need more. I mean, we are increasing the amount of people in the park constantly. Let's just get a load of them in so we can keep selling stuff, right? And the money is truly rolling in now. It's good to see. Okay, so this is the one we're trying to pay off. Right, and with so many peeps in the park, let's just adjust our prices again, you know? So this roller coaster here is probably going to be more successful because it's closer to the entrance. But this one here is really doing it. It's doing the business. This one's starting to develop a queue, that's good. This thing over here don't have much going on. All of you hermits brush off on one another. I love it, says Love to Design. What was the question you asked a moment ago, Love to Design? You said something about other books, and then it ticked over in my head this thought that I had. Badger says, just wait till the roller coasters start chopping off limbs. We just got to build more roller coasters. Also, look at this. Look at this. The decoration still ain't good. We've got to put down more hedges, basically. Maybe I'm just going to put trees everywhere, right? We're just going to make this a beautiful desert to be in. Doesn't make sense, but it's my park. I do what I want. I do what I want. Where's that from? Love to Design says psychology books you enjoy. Yeah, books. Why did that make me think of something? Ah, whatever. Hopefully it'll come back. It will come to me the second I stop streaming, I know it will. After I finish the stream I'll be, that's the thing! I should maybe write them down as they pop into my head during the day, and then like I would be so much more focused and better at being able to chat about stuff, right? If I had some notes. I was watching Joe Hill's stream earlier, and he sort of jumped to recording in the middle of streaming, and I thought, that'd be a good thing for me to try. It'd be like an incredibly productive way to let your streaming contribute to your regular videos. I think I might try and be a little bit more productive. you know, and then maybe that frees up time to put more care. I really want to put more like creativity and care into my Hermitcraft stuff at the moment, but it's been a bit of a crazy ride, right? Getting all these big grindy projects done. So I don't know, just thought that was something I might try and do, and maybe utilize a little bit more when I'm streaming and making episodes and whatnot. Okay, so we built one of these Giga Coasters. I can't remember what the other one we were going to build was. We built that. So there's one here for 8,000. Let's just go with that one since it gets us the grade that we're looking for. So I don't want to go there. I don't really know why. Also, if I build it all the way down the end here, I don't think it's going to get a lot of attention. I can kind of see the problem here. Like, some parts of this is underground. Oh, is it money? Money might be the reason I can't see where it goes at the moment. So we're going to take out, oh goodness me, 18 grand? No, we'll take out 6 grand. Right, now we can actually see where it goes. So maybe there were more viable options back here, but I'm not sure if that's the avenue we want to take. I'm going to build it over here. Sweet! Tuxaban says that's how Joe's been doing his videos for a while now. Yeah, I've been aware of it, but it just, it just kind of hit me when I was watching him. I was like, this is very productive. Okay, we're going to make this one cost 900. And I guess I'd like a little bit more productivity to free up other things, you know. Let's go. So yeah, that's what I thought we might have. Alright, in you go. Ah, we are just rolling in cash now, by the looks of it. So which one has the highest fee? It's this one right here, that's the one we'll start paying. Okay, this ride just broke down. That's not good. Let's take out a advertising campaign on this as well. Bam! There we go. Spending every penny. Yeah, we got an episode coming out on Friday. Ansem of Nexus says, watching Ren's stream while he talked about Zen made me wonder what a talk with him and X on a serious topic would go. Oh, me and Ren can talk about this stuff. We've talked about it before. What does he mean by Zen, though? Like, Zen as a state of mind? This thing's broken. Jeez. Maybe we need another mechanic. We've got a couple of things breaking down at the moment. Also, I put our staff room here. Maybe it would have been smart to put the staff room, like, in the middle of the park. That's another thing, like, what about the access for the mechanic? Like, they can access there to walk all the way over here. I'm going to put a little access point right there. And then I'm going to put in some more hedges. Because we can. This is my weird and wonderful park, peeps, don't question it. K-Dad says he accidentally made his next one an episode. Yeah, I just got to this point in it where I was like, I'm just going to keep going and get this thing done. And then I was like, this is an episode. Like, it literally is the amount of time I put into it. So I kind of like went back and edited it. If I'd have known, this really got me thinking, because if I'd have known that it was going to be an episode and I was going to put that amount of time into it, I would have presented some things differently. And then it just got me thinking about how you can just slip into this rhythm of like making an episode. I want to do this, I want to do that. And I was thinking about the presentation more, and like I think about ZF a lot, like the way every one of his episodes has to have like this punchy intro and like a kind of catch, a hook. And I just wanted to take more pride in what I was doing, really. And I think I really get caught up in the production flow of videos, and if I'm going to drop Factorio, which looks very likely, unfortunately, I want to just be able to like approach Hermitcraft with this, I don't know, better set of ideas, like a better formula for making my videos. Really think about how I'm going to present my projects and kind of take things to another level, you know. Does this game have covered rest structures? Yeah, you can build them. Right, once again, I think the situation is we just need more haulers because we're selling so much stuff, right? It might be a good idea to start leveling some of these up as well. We're just selling so much stuff, basically. If we look here, though, stuff's alright. We're losing some guests at the moment, so we need another roller coaster, I think. And we can actually pay off this. And I won't pay off that just yet. Let's think about what roller coaster we're going to build next, right? Oh, also I could probably resume work on this. Spinning coaster. Oh, it's literally ready. Let's wait until we get it. He put really high production value into his "Is That Sheep Looking at Me" episode, says Surprise Tulpa. Yeah, I want to get to that level where you can really think things through and develop ideas more. And as for people saying it's a shame about Factorio, yeah, I really enjoy that game, and I really had fun making those videos. But like, just seeing the fact that I put it out and it negatively affects the flow of the channel really disappoints me. I don't know how I feel. I'm gonna slowly release the next 2 episodes that I recorded and then assess where I'm at. What I feel like doing. Eva HC is here, resubscribed for 7 months, saying, "Hey X, first time catching one of these non-mainstream crafts. Enjoying it, very chill, stay cool." My fellow dirt from Eva. Thank you ever so much, Eva. I appreciate your 7 months of support. Look at this ride right here. Let's wrangle their cash. Let's wrangle it out of their pockets, peeps. So we just unlocked the spinning coaster. And we're looking for rides with an excitement level of 50. Oh, please don't do that. Okay, it's 46, 62 over there for 11,000. 42, 63 for 10. It's the decorations that seem to tip it over. Vortex or Timber? Let's go with Timber first and we'll do Vortex after that. Okay, so it's the money that we need. Also kind of looks like it might be a good idea to... Oh, we've still got 400 to repay. Just get these paid off and see what our options are. Yeah, might want to wait a moment for those to go and come back, but that's probably not going to happen actually. Let's take this one. Okay, and then suss out where this is going to go. I think we might need to build a pathway into this area, so if we do that... Okay, we want that. And then we want to suss out, like, where's good enough? It's always red. So what's wrong? Okay, now it's that one spot it was okay with, and then I moved it. Let's try again. What is with this thing? Why would it not want to be built there? I really don't get that. We had it blue for like a split second and I don't know why. I wonder if I can just click and make it build there anyway. It's probably not going to work, is it? I saw it blink blue. I thought I saw it blink blue. What is with this? Like, I own this land, right? Oh, how very odd. Maybe we'll just try a different one. So there were Timber Falls and Vortex. Now, Vortex is good. Look at that. Is this one... I'm not going to skimming anywhere there, are we? Can I squeeze it into a corner? And we built it. And we racked up tons of cash. Okay, so we've got loads of path here that we probably don't need. I like the entrance here. I like the coloured flowers. That's cool. And that's certainly an interesting little bit. This is a really cool looking coaster. We're going to have to check it out closer, that's for sure. Alright, so let's get some pathage going on, you know. We're going to drag that. Oh, wow. I like the way it does that. That's good. Oh, straight to the entrance. Perfect. Let's get some benches and fences and things that rhyme with those words. Lego Dude 17 is here, resubscribing for 3 months, saying, "Wow, I suck at remembering to do this." Well, thank you ever so much for your 3 months of support. I'm glad that you did remember. Thank you as always, peeps, for the support here on Twitch. And Lego Dude, I hope you enjoy the stream. Tuxaban says, "I still think you should play what you want, X. If you think it's bad for your channel, then put it on a Sumo 2. Well, you know, I should have done that, perhaps, right? I still feel a bit odd about putting videos on the second channel when I want them to be main channel quality. Anyway, I'll think about it and I'll make a decision at some point, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't want to let peeps down, but I'm just those number games that YouTube gets you playing, they're irritating. Yeah, I won't. I bring it up too often, I think. Mrs. Crafty Mama says, "Don't forget to open the ride." You know, I could have just continued playing with not even thinking about it. I don't know how much we can charge for this one, because free is pretty low to begin with, right? I'm going to put that up a bit. And 7 trains. You do your thing. You do your thing. Right, let's get them in here. And then let's open, like, advertisement, because... you know, let's get the peeps in here checking out this new ride. Putting it on those bus stops, that's what we're doing. 5,000 a repay, not a problem. Done. Done dealio. Done diddly dealio. The Prod Werg is here subscribing. The Prod Werg, thank you for subscribing with your Amazon Prime. I appreciate that. And I hope that you are enjoying the stream. I've completed all the goals, apparently. Sweet, did we just do it? Oh, I guess that was like the 6th coaster. Oh yeah, look, we just did it. And look at that, we got our ratings up and stuff. So it's just getting more peeps into the park as an optional one. So we might as well just advertise. Let's do a social media. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Anyway, all we need, I guess, is 700 peeps. Bam. And we've got the bonus one as well. Tuxaban, there's no way to play Factorio in a straight upload style. It's a game with a lot of planning, preparation for, and in-betweeny bits, I guess. Lego Dude recommends checking out Terraforming. Oh, wow. Yeah, that was a really fun game. Now, here's the problem, right? Like, if I go back and play a game like Terraforming, the most likely thing is just that it flops. When games are fresh and new, you have this unique window of it being fresh, it attracts more people, they're interested and engaged in the video. Once a game's been out for a while, it doesn't have that effect. And the other problem with that is, that when you do go and play one of those games, is that people know the game quite well, and it can be quite difficult to engage people because it's not that, you know, you don't have a broad audience of people going, show me this game. It's more like, I know this game, you know. And so with Factorio, I've had quite a few comments, people commenting on my layout and stuff, and it's like I've tried to express that what I'm doing is a starter base, and I'm having a little bit of fun building this compact little mall that runs off of one belt. But some people know if you want to play the game to do the end game stuff, you've got to build a base with like four rows of copper, 4 rows of iron, 2 rows of electronic circuits. I know all that. I haven't even got to that yet. is you have this problem where people won't be interested because they play the game differently or they know how to play the game, etc, etc. And it's a little bit it's a bit unfortunate that you can't show your creativity as much with a game like Factorio, because people think in terms of efficiency, and therefore it's like, oh, I know how to do this better than you, kind of thing. So that's the thing that happens. Your video just uploaded, says Tyler. Did it? What video? I didn't upload a video. Don't recall one. You have to pay by the ride park. Those are the worst, says Yellow Harold. Do you know what? If you went to a park where you had to pay like a fixed price for the ticket to get in, and then went to one where you had to pay by the ride, if you actually added up like the costs, you would obviously end up with two different numbers, but like which one would actually be cheaper? It depends on what the prices are set at. But yeah, I like the idea of just paying a ticket to get in and then going on all the rides you want. But you can see we've made a money maker here. We made an absolute money maker. Should we put all our money into coaster research? I want to find out like what's out there, and that's a lot of money. It's a load of money. Where can we throw more money at this park to make it better? Like cleanliness, decoration. Let's get a couple more janitors hanging out in the park, you know, making the place look good. Just gonna throw money at stuff now, basically. Get some more haulers, keep the shop nice and supplied. Get another mechanic out here. We added another ride recently, and we'll get a second security guard. So we're just throwing money around now. So it's making a spinning coaster. Wild Lakes says, are the rides preset or can you create your own? You can create your own. I don't do that because it takes a lot of time. Oh, we never checked this thing out as well. It looks so good. You can do the decorations and all that cool stuff. With this money coming in, we can even make like another one now. What kind of coaster haven't we built yet? I think there was another one of these we could have built, but we never did. Manic Minds. I'm doing a voice, and it's terrible. Oh, we do have fun on this channel. Right. Binky Quack says, Alex's new voice. Oh, isn't it just? It don't want to go in this park, does it? It don't want to go in this park, basically. Wherever I suggest it goes, it says no. I don't even know if we can buy more land. What if I put it up here? New land, essentially. Don't want to go up here either. Look, it just don't want to go anywhere. It's probably because I don't have the money to buy it. It's probably that. It's probably that I don't have the money. Ugh. Oh, we do have fun on these streams. We do have fun, peeps. Top-notch quality entertainment. Streamer forgets you need money to buy things. Read all about it. I still don't have enough for it. Let's just take out a loan. Cheapest one. Come on, we want to see if we can... I saw it change colour. That. What does yellow mean? Does it mean those things kind of connect with one another? I think it might have removed some scenery. Either way, we've just created a nice easy way to add an extra part to the park. Let's go over here and put it at 9.00. We're going to lower the budget. We're going to set that to that like we always do. And we're going to set this thing on its way. Then we're going to advertise it. Oh yes, we are. Let's go for that social media. 3 months of social media. And it's pretty much almost repaid. So did we get another one? Spinning coaster, wooden coaster. We've seen that one before. We've seen it before. Badger says, we do have fun on these streams. Sounds like X is trying to say it enough for it to become true. Oh, that's just mean. That is just mean. Tyler says, X, it was the snapshot video. I just got the notification a while ago. YouTube be YouTube. Binky Quack says, I'm a huge fan of Roller Coaster Tycoon. Seeing you play this now is tempting for me to get this game. If you love Roller Coaster Tycoon and you just want to play that again, this is a good option to play it again. Alright, so it's cleaning up. It's cleaning up. Let's see if we can put a wooden roller coaster up on the hill next. These look kind of massive. That one. Panic loop. Don't panic, peeps. You might get stuck in a loop. Oh, ho, ho. So clever. So smart. Not really. Okay. So there's this up here. Don't want to go there because of money again. Oh, I keep forgetting about that thing called money. Money makes the world go round. Actually, other forces make the world go round, like gravity and the sun. Okay? And rotation. Lies. The lies they put in these songs, I tell you. They're trying to brainwash us. Okay, they're trying to make us not think. Okay, I don't know what that was. Yeah, let's put it up here. And then put our queue up here and then have a path that leads up to it. So, let's go grab. Yeah, this park's turned into like a real money maker at the moment. We're just oozing money. Actually, it might be that loan that's making it look like that. So if you walk all the way up to the top, you know you want to have a place in line. So we've got a big queuing area. Okay, now we're going to have that. And then that. And then it's going to go down. It's going down, peeps. I don't know what it is, but it's going down. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful path. To be fair, that looks kind of scary. Like, if you asked me to walk up that, I'd be like, oof. Not a lot of railing there. Not a lot of railing. Oh, what happened down here? What happened down here? That's it. Climb up, peeps. Don't fall off. Climb up to the top. Stopping for a look. Not a bad place to stop, actually. Got a nice view of things from up here, ain't ya? Ain't you now? Now, here's the thing. If they want to rest after, they are not going to have anywhere to rest, basically. So we should... Oh, that's it. Run around in a circle. I never opened it. I never opened it. Okay, quickly. While we've got peeps up here. They're walking around in circles. Okay, let's get it going. Let's get it going. Right, and... where's those benches and fences? Probably a really nice place to have a seat, actually. Anyway, that is a stupid amount of roller coasters, isn't it? It is a stupid amount. It's a very busy, crowded park. And we're making stupid amounts of money, and we're spending stupid amounts on research. So it's doing the inverted coaster now. We haven't seen that. Winnie, thanks for tuning in. Have a great date with your husband. Jess says laying down the brown. Just remembering some classic moments there. Enderboss says, is the Nether Hub done? Yeah, pretty close to being done it is. All I can say. Wow, we cannot get peeps down into this part of the park. I feel like we probably need like an additional path through this area. I think I know what to do here. Aha. Let's get rid of that hedge. Apparently that's not a problem for these peeps. Probably got a bunch of benches in here as well. Well, that thing's immediately gained a fair amount of traffic, hasn't it? Okay, let's go check out this new coaster type then. Hyper coaster. Inverted coaster. Free designs are available for it. The butterfly. Goodness, it costs 60 grand. I feel like we have to build it. Wow, that one costs 40. How big is that thing? Oh my goodness me. We're not even going to fit that in our park, you know. This overlay is kind of laggy as well. It's lagging. Right, peeps, we did that level a while ago, didn't we? But I thought we would do some research and see what was next. It's not going to tell us the name of the next one just yet. That was a lot of fun. I'm not sure we're going to play this game again. Maybe I'll play it every once in a while, just to have a bit of fun. But thanks for hanging out with me today, peeps. This was good, chill, relaxing, you know. Also, we finished that, so we unlocked another level, tempting me to play some more. What is this other level? Oh! Why do you go in there? Is there some sort of secret underground level? Oh, I see, I see. So there is this one and that one. But that's where we're going to wrap up the stream, peeps. That's all I've got time for today. Big thank you again to all of you for coming in, tuning out. Be sure to hit the follow button if you haven't done so already. Right now we'll do a raid, so I'll say a massive thank you to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated and cheered. As always, I appreciate your support. And gonna raid Mr. Sherpa, who's playing on the Asumaverse. That's what we're gonna do right now. Anyway, I will see you all later. Bye bye.